tell us some stories that you saw firsthand on how the North Koreans are so isolated that they have really no concept of what's really going on in the world, and they think that they can beat the United States.
Well, they're not completely isolated because the barriers, thankfully, have been breaking down a little. However, to your question, this did not happen overnight.
Yeah.
This was a 70-year methodical process by this gangster family, and step by step they built up barriers to separate North Korea from the rest of the world. Things like anyone who spoke other languages or who studied abroad were sent to the concentration camps. Things like books in other languages being destroyed and no longer being allowed to be taught. Let me give you an example of the mechanisms that they use to control their population. And again, it's things we can't even wrap our heads around here. Everyone in North Korea is slotted into some group, your school, your office, your neighborhood. And once a week, that group gets together, and you have to stand up in front of your peers and say, this is what I did wrong this week. And then your peers have to stand up and say what they noticed you doing wrong.
Oh my gosh.
So everyone is watching each other all the time and reporting on each other all the time. So a lot of times people are like, well, why don't they just get together and overthrow the government? If you have two people conspiring, they're done. And as you said, the founder of North Korea, the great leader Kim Il-sung, said, class enemies must be exterminated to 3 generations. So they take 3 generations of the family, and even Stalin at least had trials. There's no trials. You get a knock at the door in the middle of the night, the family gets taken, and you don't even know which one of you got you sent to the camps or to the countryside. They don't tell you. It's just come with me.